Is essay important? Huh? How do you approach an essay? कुछ भी लिख के आगे. So is there a syllabus for essay? We have, for all other papers we have a syllabus. The difficulty of part of essay is we don't have a syllabus. And how do you write an essay, or how do you approach an essay? We look at all the questions. Okay. What are the things that we are reading in our GS papers, whether history or geography, or what are the things that we read in GS papers or general studies papers? We read about history, and this year UPSC asked a particular question: history repeats itself first as tragedy, then as farce. It was a essay topic this year. Okay. Completely, although we will not be writing about only history, but good number of examples can come from history. Okay. History we are reading about ancient, medieval and modern, right? Modern India. And then we have world history too. World history, specifically World War I, World War II. Okay. Rise of Hitler, colonialism across the world, all that. Then after history we will go to history. Modern India will leave us at where? Modern India will leave us at 1947, right? कहाँ से शुरू हो रहे हैं हम लोग शुरू हो रहे हैं यहाँ से इंडस वैली सिविलाइजेशन, right? Indus Valley civilization से we have gone through medieval India. We are talking about Mughal era also, Delhi Sultanate, then Mughal era, then 1947, then British will be there, and eventually we will get rid of the British. So in 1947 we will get the country for ourselves. And in 1947 we will start writing a constitution for ourselves. Why we will write a constitution? So that there is no authoritarianism going forth. Okay. Say for example Pakistan, or say any other country. For example, whoever had access to power at this point of time could have ruled India if it was not a democratic state. They could have ruled India for a longer period of time. Okay. They could have, मनमानी कर लेते पूरा, ठीक है. It will then will have what? Polity. Is polity important? Polity, every day 1 or 2 or 3 news will be there. Not every day, some debates. Every year some debates is going to dominate. Polity is concerned, for example, there was a issue, women's entry in Sabrimala temple. There was a political issue. Not exactly political, it's a rights based issue. Okay. So polity talks about what? How we function as a society, what are the institutions that will govern us, okay, how are the leaders are chosen, okay. So it is essentially not only a political philosophy but also a economic and social philosophy, okay. So polity, it has a lot of application while writing essay. So is history too. In history we find examples. From polity we will find what? To argue. For example, we will talk about, we will take some topics and we will tell you how to use those topics. And if you look at polity, although we have written a lot of, we have done a lot of, or written the constitution already, but if you look at the constitution itself, it is an organic entity. As a society, the demands of the society is changing. Okay, say people in 1947 had different kind of expectations from their government, but in 21st century or 2021, people have a different altogether expectations from the government altogether. Okay, so the nature of governance is also changing. So is people's demand and expectations from the government. That's why constitution and debates are going on. There was a time, say since 1947, LGBT, right? What is LGBT? Say there was a issue, LGBT rights. Huh? Go. Insurance was it? Then why are you worried? So LGBT rights, this is what? Same sex or homosexual that we call it, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, they don't have any rights. And in fact we had in IPC there was a section which used to penalize them. Okay, we had a law that said that if you commit suicide, if you are trying to commit suicide and you didn't die, then it's a criminal offense. Okay, you can be put in jail. But eventually we got rid of that particular thing. So In LGBT right also they will do the same thing. Now what are the debates that is going around? Rights based issue, okay. From polity we'll be mostly talking about human rights. Human rights, okay. Human rights. Rights based issue will be always there. Now we have issue going on. Now a lot of people are using social media, Instagram, all those things, right? So there is a issue of right to privacy, because when somebody is not selling you anything, that means you are the product. So for Instagram, Facebook and all, you are the product, okay. And you should, I will suggest one or two documentary or movies are there, how they manipulated that Brexit, you know, right? Brexit, that Britain exit from European Union, how they manufactured that whole thing. Or Trump, nobody thought that Trump will win election in where? USA. But Trump won, and there is a Cambridge Analytica, have you heard about it? Cambridge Analytica. It is a company that mined the Facebook data and targeted the specific voters. Okay, so they have methodically done it. Prior to this, how people how the candidates used to ask for vote? Used to अभी भी करते हैं, right? Our government is sending say mic लगा के चलाते हैं. All those things are there. But in advanced democracies, okay, where most of the people are on Twitter or using social media, their data has been harvested. Okay, for example, have you ever tried? You have done a Google search saying that particular book or particular product, Amazon में ad दिखा देता है next time. Have you saw that thing? Okay, that is marketing techniques. Okay, they are using your data, cookies, okay, and feeding you the advertisement. So that is what we call the data manipulation. That is not only artificial intelligence. See, there are two things. First, you have the data. Okay, they have the data. They will build up a profile. आप क्या like करते हो, किस टाइप के political view रखते हो, okay, what kind of videos you see, what kind of videos you like, all these things are data. You are giving information, okay, क्या खाना पसंद करते हो, everything, okay. So according to that, they will have a group of data, they will mine the data, okay. They will profile individuals and then they will create ads. Those ads will be running on AI, okay, because humans cannot, everyone say there are 1 lakh voters. So you cannot create advertisements according to everyone. So they deploy AI. The role of AI in governance is, AI is what? Artificial intelligence, right? There was a very interesting theory. For example, say role of AI in governance. Okay, I am letting drifting here. How AI can help us, govern. AI can be deployed to manage our traffics, okay, in a better way. Or let me give you a better example. Okay, we have under Swachh Bharat mission and all, government gives you money to build toilets and all, okay, toilets from 10,000, 12,000 rupees to the rural household, right? But India is a vast country. Can we deploy so many people to go and verify? See, government gives the money in say installments, 6,000 prior to building, after the build is happened, then they will release the amount, okay, fine. So, but can we verify? What people started doing is, they started using the same photo again and again and again. So there is in a particular district they have built say 10,000 toilets, okay, and how do you verify that these toilets are really there exist some toilets and these are not fake photos. People started using fake photos, so they will get the money, they will not build the toilet. But government has to enforce this one, because government's money, end of the day taxpayers money, okay, and they are misusing it, okay. So how do you cannot 10,000 photo को verify करने के लिए कितना लोग चाहिए? And think of a district and think of in India scale. We cannot verify that many photos, but what we can do? We can deploy artificial intelligence, which will eventually find the similarities within the photos, okay, and it will flag them out. So that next level. So this kind of task we can deploy for artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence can also be used in say military also, military drone technology, okay, what we call swarm. Swarm पता है? Swarm, SWARM. Honeybee, you might have seen, honeybees, they travel in swarms, right, flies. So similarly, a swarm technology is there in artificial intelligence, and that swarm will be say deploying missiles and all, and they have self-correction capabilities. So if they target also, they will deviate their path. Okay. Very interesting things are developing as far as AI is concerned. Obviously they have asked also an essay on AI. So that will be technical essay. We will go there later. Okay, every topic or every essay has its own way of approach. Okay, but there are some generic approach also. So history, then we have polity. So polity, whenever we pick up an essay, we will try to categorize them. Okay, history, polity, then what else we study as part of our GS papers. Do we talk about society? And when we talk about society, what are the things we talk about, or what were the things we learn about the society? Social issues, all kinds. So when we talk about society, we are talking about demography. Demography is population. Demography is population, sex ratio, okay, male to female ratio, all those things. Okay. Apart from that, what else we talk about in society? We talk about culture. Cultural aspects are there. Okay. Then what else we talk about? Women issues. Okay. Women issues. Empowerment is an issue. Okay. Women issue, or women and marginalized. Marginalized is marginalized or vulnerable groups. So in society, we will see what is our social makeup. Okay, what are the issues that our society faces, the people living in it, what are the issues before them. One bigger part of society is health. COVID-19 crisis, that's a public health issue. Okay, so various other dimensions are there. Okay. Then what else we talk about? Society ho gaya, history ho gaya, polity ho gaya, society ho gaya. These three will give you ample idea or ample framework to go about an essay. Apart from that, another very important aspect is economy. When we talk about economy, we talk about poverty, we talk about GDP growth rate, all those things, right? So economic issues are also there. Then there are some essay in this time and days, because we are in the age of innovation. So they are mostly going for the new technology, AI and its pros and cons, that kind of essay, or cyber world and its charms and challenges, that kind of essay. Okay. Economy, they are also asking about science and technology. But when I am talking about science and technology, as a civil servant, do we need to know how exactly an AI works, or how exactly say any other Internet of Things work? No, we need to know the basic concepts. What is it exactly, what kind of technology is it exactly, and what is it, most importantly, what is its application on a larger scale, on society. Okay. So science and technology that has huge impact on the humans or mankind. Another very favorite of all UPSC, UPSC, jitne sare boards across the world, what is the essay? Environment, exactly, climate change and all. Okay. Environment, climate change. Okay. Sustainable development, ये सब बहुत सारे concepts हैं. Around environment also we need to know around 20 concepts. I will explain them when I take environment classes. Those concepts you can use to write an essay, any kind of essay. These are the basic concepts. Okay, frameworks. What else we are missing here? Science and tech, environment, economy, society, polity, history. Obviously, then there will be some essay which are very geographical in nature. Geography, okay. Exactly. This year they might have, they might go for different kind of essay. They exactly will not ask about Russia-Ukraine crisis, but someday they will ask about the new world order. Okay, that kind of thing. The philosophical aspect behind the things. International relation or events. This year particularly we have very many international events happening. Russia-Ukraine crisis हो गया, Afghanistan crisis हो गया, Sri Lanka crisis हो गया. A lot many international events are coming up. So we might expect an essay around these lines. Okay. Even if they didn't ask an essay, obviously आपके GS paper में पूछेंगे ही पूछेंगे. Okay. What else we are missing here? Almost done, na? What else is there? IR, disaster management. Disaster management, we can put them as part of geography and environment. हाँ हाँ, climate change, yeah, climate change. Disaster management, solid waste management, okay. Security. हाँ, we can think of another topic. Mostly they ask about India, okay. So internal security and external security. Another thing we are missing here. So India is facing some external security as well as internal security. Naxalism will be an internal security issue, but Pakistan crisis or Pakistan challenges from China will be external security issue. And another important part they have been asking is ethics. Corruption हो गया, ये हो गया, उसके around, you know, lot of essays are there, attitude and all. Okay. So let's go to the question. Tell me the questions from last. And these things, once you have solid, not exactly solid, if you have general idea about the things, okay, and the concepts, from here we have to build the essay. So what we do, from here we extrapolate to build the essay. So now, as you are, you know, starting out or in mid of your preparation, what are the things you should do? As you are studying out, you haven't written any essay before. So what are the things you should do now? Now, what you can do is, have you been reading newspaper? No, yes. Do read, okay, because it takes a lot of time to reduce your, you know, newspaper reading time. Initially it will take say 3 hours, then it will come down to 20 minutes or 30 minutes. When it is coming around to 20 or 30 minutes, you know, then you know that you are going to clear the exam, okay. 3 hours at 30 minutes तक आना है, okay. And before that, before I get into this, most important part is, this should be by hearted. If you don't know your syllabus, you will never be able to organize the things properly. अगर कोई story आ गया, suppose there is a woman sarpanch who is highly educated or educated in abroad and gone back to, you know, to her village and elected as sarpanch and done some wonders, okay. So that issue we can use in women empowerment, okay. So ये एक story हो गया. So build the essay and syllabus, ये थोड़ा रट लो every day, as long as you know you are unable to recall the syllabus exactly. So keep having the syllabus with you all the time, okay. That is the key. Next, what are the things you have to build as of now, okay. In essay, you have to do some collection. Although I will be giving you a lot of data, figure, quotes, all those things, I have my job to do, but in the meanwhile, whatever, you know, reading, whatever you are coming across, okay. First, you have to collect some quotes. Quotes ऐसा नहीं कि जो ये आपको अच्छा लगे. The quote should resonate with your syllabus. समझ में आ गया? ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी उठा लिए, हिटलर का कोट उठा लिए, या कोई किसी का भी कोट उठा लिया. हिटलर also might have given a good quote, but we cannot use it, okay. So quote should resonate with your syllabus. Environment related quote हो गया, society related quote हो गया, health related quote हो गया, जितने सारे, okay. Do that. Whenever you find come across a quote, एक छोटा सा ऐसे का एक notebook बना लो, जो आपका fodder जैसा काम करेगा, okay. It's like a fodder. You will be reading these things, no doubt. But apart from that, small notebook, wherever you come across anything, write it there, okay. Quotes हो गया. So before exam, you have a, you know, fodder material हो गया, तो you will be able to build the framework. Second, what else? अच्छा, in essay, is it a literature paper? Yes, it is. But it's not about ornamental or your language skills. It's about your logical flow. See, end of the day, you want to be what? Civil servant. So what is expected of your essay is, if you look at the declaration by the UPSC and all others also, they say that it should be logical, analytical and concise, okay. I have seen, you will also experience these things when you start writing essay. आप कहाँ से शुरू हुए थे, कहाँ चले जाओगे, ठीक है. Understood? Sometimes over domination of things, digression बहुत ज़्यादा होता है. So that we have to rectify. We have to understand what is the demand of the essay, how you can build an essay, and it is one of the papers that can put you in the list or out of the list. This is the only paper. GS तो कुछ भी करके थोड़ा इधर average mark you will be able to scale up. Optional also you will be able to get good marks. But essay, if you are not able to write a good essay, I have seen students who say optional very good scores, essay also, sorry, GS papers very good scores, okay, but essay 30-40 marks out of the race, okay. That will kick you out of the list altogether. And if you write a good essay, then top of the list bhi chala jaoge, okay. So this is a very critical paper and it needs constant writing. Quotes ho gaya, then you have to find out data and reports. Suppose you are writing in one paragraph you are talking about say poverty, okay, poverty of India, but you don't know how many percentage of Indians are poor, then there is no point of talking about poverty. आप क्या लिखोगे? There are many poor living in India in abject poverty, ये वो बस कोई analysis नहीं, कोई data नहीं, you are not drawing any logical conclusion out of it, okay. So, and another thing, most of the students what they do is their statements, when you don't have data and reports with you, solid logical backing is not there, then what will happen? Your answer will or your writings will be rhetorical. ओके ये नहीं हो रहा है, वो नहीं हो रहा है, बहुत सारे रोने लगोगे फिर ऐसे में, इंडिया में ये ठीक नहीं है, वो ठीक नहीं है, दैट्स ऑल, बट यू डोंट हैव एनी पॉइंट टू मेक देयर. एंड व्हेन यू डोंट हैव डेटा एंड रिपोर्ट्स, यू कैन नॉट प्रोवाइड ए लॉजिकल सॉल्यूशन टू द इशू ऑल्सो. If I don't know as a civil servant how many percentage of India are poor, simple I am giving you data, then how can devise a policy if I don't know the magnitude of the problem? That's why data and reports, so we are talking about women empowerment, right? But say one part of empowerment is education, but I don't know how much of which parts of India the women literacy is very low, which part of India women literacy is very high. If I don't know that, then what kind of essay I will write? Understand my point? You tell me which part of India we see very low women literacy, in which states? लिस्ट में कौन होगा? Odisha. How many of say Odisha women are there? How many percentage of them are literate? No idea. We'll discuss that as part of society. I'll give you the data. वो data हम use करेंगे. Okay. 70 above रहेगा. If you look at the lowest ranking states, it's Bihar. Okay. 50% of the women illiterates. Okay. So if your half of the population is illiterate, how come you can be a prosperous state or country? No way. Okay. So we'll be talking about those things. Human Development Index हो गया, बहुत सारे data and report है. Okay. Gender parity report हो गया. I'll be picking out the important reports and we'll be discussing them. Okay. So data and reports are important. Even if you come across a certain report and all, okay, that also you have to bring in here. There is a question on happiness, I think. They can ask a top essay on happiness too. So what is happiness? How do you go about writing about happiness? Happiness is a philosophical topic, isn't it? So how do you go about it? If you have read the report, happiness index, okay, what is that report exactly? Happiness index only, na? Happiness index, okay. So from there you can derive some data or you can open your argument, then you can go ahead and discuss them. Anyway, so data and report is very important. Whenever you find any data and report on these lines, do collect them, okay. What else you have to collect here? Next, if you are writing an essay, anecdotes, stories, and stories, see some people write hypothetical stories, okay. They begin their essay that there was a girl, she was living with her mom in a slum area, oh story. They start with that kind of story. But I will suggest try to find story that was there in the newspaper, okay. So collect anecdotes, case studies, okay, anecdotes or case studies, right. Apart from that, what else you can how you can build an essay? Then there was a we'll pick up the topic, I will tell you the relevance. Okay. Apart from that, there are some, you can go ahead and watch some documentaries, or you can read about a famous personality. Okay, famous personality means documentaries, famous personality. Etc. Okay. There was a documentary, Bushfire or something. Australia is known for bushfire, but I will tell you that documentary. Okay. There are some important documentaries or small movies that will help you understand, say about climate change, help you give you a very good case study or very good example to write your essay. Now, so वो तो हो गया, right? You have collected these things, you have read these things. Then apart from that, in essay, two things matter. What are the two important things? One is content, another is representation. Okay. Suppose, is content important? What is content? Content is what? Movie में content होता है, right? Content. So when we talk about content, and representation. So let me tell you the importance of content. Okay. Say for example, have you seen that movie Avatar? Avatar or any sci-fi movie, right? Content कुछ है क्या उसमें? No content. हीरो था, हीरोइन था, मार दी. या बाहुबली, कंटेंट कुछ है? ज़्यादा स्टोरी टेलिंग कुछ है? नहीं. It's about representation. That's why those movies are hit. अगर आपके पास अच्छा कंटेंट है, but you are not representing in a proper way, then you are going to fail. Okay. And if you are representing a bad content in a good manner, still you will be able to fetch more marks. So representation essentially means what? Aesthetics, your choice of words and language. When I say choice of words and language, some people tend to write very long sentences. Never do that. Write small sentences, meaningful sentences. Okay. Choice of words and language. Aesthetics. Aesthetics means suppose आप लिख रहे हो, ठीक है? Your paper should your answer sheet should be appealing to the reader. Okay. Suppose I write say this, then this. Then suddenly I start my para from here, then another para from here. Alignment ठीक नहीं है, right? Will it be appealing? So it will look like a rough paper. Proper alignment of things, and paragraphs should be short. Each para, representation and para, if you are writing a simple para, don't cross 3 to 4 sentences. छोटा छोटा लिखो, but write them down. Okay, 3-4 sentences, easy to read. Okay, or maybe 5 maximum. All parts. Okay, small is beautiful. That is the idea. Okay, if you write a long para, okay, I'll give you examples. I have I have checked so many essays, so I have a lot of fodder material. So there was a student who wrote the whole. He wrote mains this year also. When he came, essay test हो रहा था. He wrote the essay, and from starting to beginning, say 6-7 pages, there was a single paragraph. ट्रेन चल रहा है, ट्रेन लाइन पूरा, ठीक है. Do you think the teacher will find it appealing to read? Not at all. Okay. क्यों पढ़ेगा वो? Not interested at all. See, you have to make the examiner read or push him to read, and for that you have to write small paras, small chunks. Feed him information in small packets. Okay. आप पूरा एक का एक पूरा ये दे दोगे उसके खाने के लिए, वो खा पाएगा? नहीं पाएगा. Okay. So 3-4 sentences. Okay. There are many other techniques also. How to create a framework, how to go about it. many things are there. Okay, as you go on writing, I will tell them. So these are the couple of things you have to write, and choice of words and language has to be simple, although you can use some interesting words here and there, but keep it simple. And here another thing, logical, analytical, concise and clarity of thought. Clarity, अगर आप जो लिख रहे हो आपको ही पता नहीं क्या लिख रहे हो, and you are lost in translation somewhere, then what the teacher will understand. Okay. Another part of representation is, suppose you are writing about a particular essay, very interesting thing, you have wrote a quote or wrote a very important word, you have to highlight them, show it to the examiner that this is a key concept. Okay. So how do you show that? By underlining them. Suppose you are writing in blue and black pen is allowed. Suppose you are writing the essay in blue, underlining them in black. Okay. That means you have given effort for your essay. ऐसा नहीं कि कुछ भी लिख के आगे सर कंटेंट तो अच्छा लिखा था मार्क नहीं आया. Why the examiner will read that? Okay. So underline the important. Underline का ऐसा मतलब नहीं कि I told some students to underline and they have underlined almost 70% of the essay. You understand my point? Underline means only the important concepts or keywords that you are using. Okay. Underline them and do everything that makes the essay look or appear beautiful, aesthetically pleasing, easy to read, easy on the eyes. Okay. And if it is not there, then there is no point. Okay. Content. Acha. The paper, the examiner will give you marks after reading your introduction or reading your conclusion. Conclusion के बाद देगा. 99% of the student, this is the biggest mistake I have seen, and you are going to do that too. I know that. What will happen? पहले introduction में क्या होगा? You have so much of ideas, so many quotes you have learned. Suddenly there is an essay. एक पेज में सब डाल दिए, ठीक है? That means content heavy. So here in the introduction, when the examiner opens the paper, क्या लिखा है बच्चे ने, ठीक है? First paper, awesome, content and all. Second paper, you are barely trying to fill it up. Third paper, कुछ भी लिख रहे हो, you are digressing somewhere. Conclusion, पूरा बर्बाद हो जाता है, ठीक है? That means your essay is progressing from, if you plot a graph, your essay is progressing from awesomeness to darkness, right? So this should not be the case. जब तक, see, it's like a particular parent have two children, okay? One is very, well performing, अच्छा है, उससे expectation ज़्यादा रहेगा, but suddenly fails. क्या होगा? It is unexpected, okay? But there is another child who is not a very good performer in academia, but he suppose scored, say 95% or 19%. बहुत ही खुश होंगे, कुछ expectation से नहीं था, right? So it is that way. So don't put all your awesomeness in one page or all your excellence in one page. Okay. Try to spread the brilliance throughout the pages. Reserve करके रखो थोड़ा ideas. Okay. If you put all the ideas in one page, then there next page onwards you won't have any content. Okay. Shallowness of the content should not be there. And suppose a movie started with a bang, conclusion तक वो movie कहीं और चला गया. It's like a movie. Essay is nothing but a movie. How you build it up. Instead, I suggest go this way. Start slow, start small. Okay. Start with a small anecdote or quote or something. Okay. Slowly build it up. So towards the conclusion, what will happen? And for the conclusion, keep the surprise. Okay. Keep the surprise, so that it makes very bigger impact, because here the examiner's expectations is not very high, exceptionally high of you. He just knows that okay, ठीक ठाक लिख रहा है. Then you catch his attention one after another. So he will be more impressed. Okay. That way. So this, all of you are going to do this mistake. Okay. Whenever you read a quote or read a certain aspects are there, you will be doing this mistake. And there are somewhere around 100-150 mistakes that all of you are going to do only when you write. See, there are some mistakes that everyone makes. There are some mistakes which are very individualistic in nature, that only a certain candidate will make and not all of them will make. Okay. So that's why you have to write. Now content तो हो गया, but we are writing about such a long essay. So content, if you write similar, say I am writing about women empowerment, and suppose I keep on giving say 15 सरपंच names who are well educated and same examples, कुछ meaning होगा उसका? Same similarity of the content. Okay, similarity of the content रहेगा तो क्या होगा? Will you feel will it fetch more marks? No. Here the content you have to diversify. Okay, diversify. So how do you diversify a particular content? जो भी कोई भी ऐसे हो गया, how do you diversify? हाँ, what we call the spelt approach, but it is not a restricted approach. We call it spelt. We can think that essay from a social standpoint, from a political standpoint, from a ethical or environmental standpoint. Okay, we can think it of as a legal standpoint. We can think as a technical standpoint. Okay, but see, we can think of अच्छा इसका कुछ social aspect लिख सकता हूँ क्या, economic aspect लिख सकता हूँ क्या. That doesn't mean that every essay will have will have all these angles. Okay, for example, if you are writing about say artificial intelligence, you can think of how it can benefit the society, or how it can benefit the polity or democracy, how it benefit the environment, or how it can benefit the legal issues or technical issues. Okay, same time positive and negative. Okay, but say you are writing about poverty. Poverty is a social phenomena, economic phenomena, cultural phenomena. What kind of phenomena it is? Economic, mostly driven by economic, but manifested in society, so it's a socio-economic phenomena. So sorry political also, political see, we can talk about political also. Okay, because poverty is essentially a violation of human rights. If you are as a democracy, if we are unable to feed our population, clothe our population and house our population, then what is the point of having a democracy? Okay, there is no glory in democracy that way. Okay, so political issue also, but is poverty has any impact on environmental aspect? There is none, almost none. Okay, environmental aspect क्या होगा poverty का? कुछ नहीं. So some essay you will find this particular approach so this is a thinking framework. Okay, there might be an angle, there might not be an angle. Okay, so depending on the essay it will keep on changing. Okay, diversify हो गया. Now before getting into an essay, what you diagrams depends on the map. If you are talking about international security or national security, if you do a India map and so what are the threats are there, it's a good thing, not an issue. Okay, pie chart, graph, what kind of graph? Depends. Don't show the ideas in graphs and all, or pie chart and all. Okay, if you are showing diagrams say to make a point, or if it adds value to your essay, it's okay. See, in here, in essay, we will be taking the data from the economic aspect, but we will be making an analysis out of it. So, pie chart करने का क्या फायदा है? Poverty India map कर दो ना. If you are talking about Indians poverty, India map कर दो. जहाँ पे ज़्यादा poverty है वो थोड़ा different marker use कर दो. Marker मतलब use it. Okay, that you can do. That's a better way. Pie chart क्यों ज़रूरत है? Pie chart graph mostly better to avoid them. Okay, if you are making a map, make it appealing, or it should have some sense. Okay, now so you have thought about it, but before approaching an essay, you will be having a lot of time in essay. Okay, so first of all, what you do when you find out a topic, you have to create a framework. Okay, framework is what? You have to think what you are going to, a rough page you have to use, and you have to write what are the things that you are going to write in intro, what are the concepts you will be writing in the body part and what should be the conclusion. Okay, this is a basic fundamental approach. Okay, introduction, body, conclusion. Introduction is the window to your essay. It's like you are inviting the examiner to look at your house. Okay. That is a good question. So how do you go about introduction? Depends on the topic. Okay. So let's take some topics. Tell me last year's essay. Okay. Only when we, poverty, what is the topic? Depends on what is the topic. Poverty anywhere is a threat to prosperity everywhere. There was a essay, UPSC topic. So, do you think poverty anywhere in the world is a threat to prosperity everywhere? No. But the essay is asking, so you cannot deny that the essay topic is wrong. Say UPSC topic. So, how do you go ahead and justify it? See, I will tell you, there will be selection of topics. Which topic you should not select? ज़्यादा philosophical, ज़्यादा abstract topic you should avoid. Okay, we have to play it safe too. Okay. Tell me one topic. I'll tell you. Selection of topic is key. Then you have to create the framework. Take 15 to 20 minutes. Even take 20 minutes. Not an issue. But think the essay through. What you are going to write. Okay. Once you have that framework, then go ahead and write the essay. So here another aspect is culture. Tell me. Cultural diversity in India is a very straightforward topic. I don't think they are going to ask this kind of topic going forth. Okay. Cultural diversity in India. So from where we will get the fodder material? Is India a diverse country as far as culture is concerned? What is culture then? We will be talking about what is culture exactly, but what is culture essentially? When you talk about culture, what are the key parameters that tells us that these are the elements of culture? Food habits हो गया, dressing habits हो गया, language हो गया, the way of life, religion हो गया, all those things are part of culture. So obviously India is a very extremely diverse country as far as cultural diversity is concerned. Okay. And is the essay is all about writing diversity, that in Andhra Pradesh we have Telugu people eating idli in the morning, okay, and sambar in the night? Is it, that is diversity, element of diversity, but is the essay is about that only? So what the essay is asking? The essay दे दिया cultural diversity of India. Student will write, अच्छा ये diversity, northeast people, these are the tribes in northeast region, these are the tribes in Odisha, they have a different way of life, different religion, some of them worship the sacred groups or nature worshippers. Then we have different religions across India. Fine, these are the elements of culture, but do you think you will get marks if you write only those things? Only so that the cultural diversity of India. Cultural diversity produces what? Why people fight? Because they think that they are different from others, isn't it? That is because of the cultural diversity. Okay. Why Hindu-Muslim danga ho raha hai? Cultural diversity, different religions. Okay. So the essay is less about the simple elements of cultural diversity, more about how India sustained as a country, being such a diverse country. In fact, when India, they have, when we formed India, many theorists told that, India is going to implode within, because it is such a diverse country, log nahi rahenge. Okay, people will keep on fighting and eventually this country will be destroyed. Or the term that we use is called balkanization. छोटे छोटे टुकड़े हो जाएंगे, ठीक है, India का. That's what they thought, that balkanization of India will happen. But after everything, with so much of, see, diversity gives you strength as well as weakness. Okay, for India, why a commander from say, or major or a say soldier from Tamil Nadu will go and fight Jammu Kashmir border? कुछ सेंस करता है क्या? Doesn't have to do that, right? So diversity has been our strength as well as weakness. That you have to show in the essay. how it has been a strength and how it has been a weakness. Understood? Huh? The essay is asking about cultural diversity in India, na? So you have to write that. Then next topic. So what kind of essay it is? Huh? Environmental protection in India. It's a pretty straightforward topic. So why we are talking about environmental protection now? Why the essay is given? See, tell me, is it a cultural diversity in India? Is it a contemporary current affairs related topic or a static topic? That's where you are wrong. It has to have some current affairs relevance. कोई दंगा हुआ होगा, कुछ इशू हुआ होगा, कोई स्टेटमेंट आया होगा. So give that as an example. कहीं पे दंगा हुआ है, कहीं पे ये हुआ है. So when you begin your essay introduction, कुछ नहीं आ रहा है. So first ask this question, you know. What is the relevance? ये तो टॉपिक दिया गया है, इसका रेलिवेंस क्या है? Why this topic has been asked? If you are unable to open the essay introduction में, then you will know, your mind will keep thinking, अच्छा ये issue हुआ था इसीलिए ये ऐसे आ गया. Okay, understood? So what is the relevance? But more or less, if you look at the cultural diversity topic, it is a more a static topic, not very contemporary in a sense, but you can take some examples from the current events. Okay. Then next, environment protection in India. It's not a static topic, it's a contemporary topic. Okay. So all the issues that we are facing as part of climate change and everything, that you have to bring in and discuss. Okay. But the essay here you should focus on environmental protection in India. So you are not talking about the problems only, you are talking about the solutions too. Okay. That we'll discuss. Then women empowerment. So how do you approach this essay? What is women empowerment? If suppose is education is empowerment. Okay. Suppose women now in India they are able to get into jobs, get into better services. Do you think they are empowered now? No. Why? So when we talk about empowerment, the concept means what? When you feel empowered. When you feel women empowerment to chhod do. When you yourself feel empowered. What is the meaning of empowered? Huh? So you think you are not at the equal footing? आपको क्या मिल जाएगा कि you think that you are empowered? Okay, let me ask you this question. You know about B.R. Ambedkar? Okay, he came from a lower caste, isn't it? But he was a well-learned person, studied in abroad, a lot of degrees he had, right? So educationally he was empowered, economically he was empowered, पैसा भी था उसके पास बहुत सारा, educationally also. But did he feel empowered? He didn't, because caste बीच में आ गया, right? So he never felt empowered, even though he had access to money and he had access to education too. So empowerment has different variants. Okay. If you think about empowerment, when you feel empowered, tell me that, then we'll go to Ambedkar or anyone else. What is the basic definition that you feel empowered? जो मन में चाहे कर सकते हो, बस. If you want to be a musician or a rock star, you are able to do that. That is what is empowerment. Okay. Or there is no restriction on it. So empowerment can be economic, isn't it? What Ambedkar lacked is the social empowerment. Although he had money, he had education, still he didn't have the social empowerment. Okay. Same goes with women too, isn't it? Social, cultural, and different other dimensions are there. Okay. Education. Suppose you are a woman with lot of money, you belong to upper caste, okay, still you are illiterate. Do you think you are empowered? No. Okay. So it is the fusion of all these things, okay, fusion of all these things, cultural, education, social, economic, all these things, okay. So that is how you will you will separate your essay from others. Just blatantly talking about empowerment is not going to be enough. You have to dissect the idea of empowerment, okay, then your essay will be much richer, okay. Say for example, in India, the issues faced by women of India, what are the issues? The poor women are mostly illiterate, एजुकेशन एक इशू है उनके पास, एम्पावरमेंट नहीं है, ओके. द वुमेन बिलोंगिंग टू लोअर स्ट्राटा ऑफ आवर सोसाइटी, मतलब लोअर कास्ट एंड ऑल, दे आर ऑल्सो अनएम्पावर्ड, ओके, बिकॉज ऑफ देयर सोशल स्टेटस. Now if you look at the urban women of India, so here what we can do when we talk about women, is it a broad term? Can we talk about Indian women in general? No. If you look at the women in India too, there are different groups. There are urban women, there are rural women. So what you can do here is urban versus rural. Urban versus rural, because the rural women face different challenges as compared to the urban women. The rural woman has to fight different battle as compared to the urban woman. The urban woman might have a job, might have education, might be working in a MNC or somewhere. Still she is not socially empowered. She is not allowed to roam around 12 o'clock in the night. Otherwise Nirbhaya jaisa case ho jayega. And they put the blame on the woman itself, isn't it? So these issues are still there, isn't it? So even if we think that they are empowered, still they are not empowered in its true sense. If a woman is there and she is working in say in higher MNC and all, but she is unable to rise up the ladder, CEO nahi ban pati hai, that effect we call the glass ceiling. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about this thing. So a glass ceiling effect. That means women are not able to get into the top echelons of the society. For example, Supreme Court, how many women judges are there? Huh? Only one, 27th. So Supreme Court judge, it is one of the most lucrative positions in the country, right? One important positions. But most of its existence, it has been dominated by men, isn't it? And women could not rise in the ladder and become, a Supreme Court judge or Supreme Chief Justice of India, right? USA, such an advanced country, did it have a woman as president till date? Hillary Clinton lost it, na? So they never had a woman president. So it's not an issue in India only, it's there in other countries too, okay? Those things you can bring and discuss, but to discuss these things, you should know these things, that these are the things that I should include in my essay, okay? That's why whenever you come across any examples or anything, put them in your folder or in your notebooks. Make a small notebook. कहीं पे कुछ case study हो गया, कुछ भी हो गया, okay. You think that it is relevant to my syllabus, put it there, okay. Or it's an important issue, put it there, okay. So that way you will build up the fodder material. Then we'll go ahead and discuss the introduction, body, conclusion, okay. ये तो बाद का काम है. Clarity यहाँ पे आ जाएगा. These things will give you a lot of data, report, etc. fodder material to build your, because from here we'll extrapolate and write the essay. Okay. UPSC, tell me some UPSC topics. UPSC has been asking philosophical topics. Okay. Very interesting topics. You should be very careful on how to approach them. I'll give you some fodder materials. Okay, fodder materials that you read and write an essay out of it. So आपको पूरा मिल जाएगा, पूरा स्ट्रैटेजी मिल जाएगा. हाँ 2021. Process of self discovery has now been technologically outsourced. क्या लिखोगे इसके ऊपर? Can you write an essay on this? अच्छा, tell me, in history, have we seen people going on self discovery? Medieval India में तो नहीं है. Ancient India, is there who? Buddha. अब हो गया, कुछ कुछ आइडिया मिल रहा है अभी. Pick out the terms and try to connect it with your, जो पढ़े हो उसके साथ कनेक्ट करो, कहीं बाहर से नहीं आएगा, यहीं से ही मटेरियल मिलेगा. ओके, सो सेल्फ डिस्कवरी, बुद्धा हैज गॉन, और से महावीर जैन हैज गॉन, एनीवन हु हैज लेफ्ट देयर होम एंड वेंट फॉर ए सेल्फ डिस्कवरी. People are also trying to self discover, but how it is now, you have to connect it with technologically outsourced. The part I have discussed, people are using social media, the data has been mining, people are discovering themselves through social media and all other things. That you have to show. And how it is outsourced. The self discovery people used to do in a different way, now the self discovery is done through different channels. That you have to show. But it is a topic better avoided, because you have 4 topics. So this is a topic, in pressures of the exam you won't have, your mind won't think that calmly. Okay, so this is a topic better avoided. So selection of topic is very important. Okay, there are some topics you should not touch at all. If you try to do that, it will backfire. Next question, tell me.
The real is rational and the rational is real.
हाँ, ये the real is rational and rational is real. ये टॉपिक चूज करना है, नहीं करना है. Very abstract, extremely. Real is rational, rational is real. This is a quote by Hegel, and nobody knows what you. Huh? No. Never. Don't say that. Tell me the topic. I'll tell you which one to choose. See, some topic will have some fodder material. Some topics are too abstract, beyond the reach, and उसको अगर touch करोगे तो risk है. Okay. Next topic, tell me. Your perception of me
is a reflection of you.
Okay.
My reaction to you is an awareness of me.
Okay. आप जो सोच रहे हो मेरे बारे में, वो आपका रिफ्लेक्शन है. एंड इट इज ट्रू ऑल्सो. हाउ डू यू जज अदर पीपल? वी हैव आवर ओन स्टैंडर्ड. उसके हिसाब से. ओके, सी, there is a situation. Okay, if you are in that situation, you would have done this way. If someone else is doing it in other way or in a different way, then criticize, right? So the perception, specifically how it is relevant. Can we write an essay on this? We don't know anything. Okay, we haven't read about anything. So where it is coming from, where this essay is coming from, why this essay is relevant, what is the relevance? Tell me from where it is coming, that essay. No. Sounds philosophical, but philosophy is based on a truth, isn't it? The truth has to come from the society. उसके ऊपर you think and you give a big statement, that becomes philosophy, right? But the truth has to come from the society. So ये किस टाइप का टॉपिक है? Perception of me, reflection of you, reflection of me. My reaction to you is awareness of me. Okay, how do you react to you depends on my awareness. Okay, where it is relevant, give me one example, good example. In society, we are living in the age of what? Social media. Social media में इसका relevance है. What is happening in social media? Trolling is happening. Trolling is what? Somebody is judging you for the statements you made, isn't it? So first statement हो गया. How do I react to it? Is awareness of me. Either I can react it to in a very trashy way, or might be very elegant and smart about it. मिल गया fodder social media. Social media से बहुत सारे example भी मिल जाएंगे इसका, right? So this essay is coming from social media. So now how come it is philosophical then? खत्म हो गया philosophy. See, philosophy is a mask. वो मास्क को हटाना है. Okay, when you demask it, you have the real topics. Now you can think of, आपका mind will think, although it's a very narrow topic. See, there are some topics which is wide, there are some topics which are very narrow. There was an essay in UPSC, India of my dreams. क्या लिखोगे इसमें? India of my dreams. Beautiful topic. Suppose you are the Prime Minister, your declaration of India, how India should look like, right? The essay is all about that. Is it a wide topic or narrow topic? Extremely wide, isn't it? आप socially कुछ कुछ change करना चाहते हो, culturally कुछ कुछ change करना चाहते हो, polity wise you want to change certain things, economy wise you want to remove the poverty and etc. Science and technology wise also you want to change certain things, right? So the essay is endless, extremely open ended. आप जितना भी लिख लो बोले अरे ये point तो छोड़ के आ गया मैं, right? Because you have limits of the word is there, so it is extremely open ended. But this the reflection and all, it's a very extremely narrow topic, very difficult to diversify it. First of all, when you pick up a topic, see that can I diversify it into multiple groups. Okay, if I can diversify these things, then we will be able to or pick that topic, so that you have enough content, enough diversified content. Next is what? Next topic. You have to choose one from the 4 topics, right? So this is the 3rd topic, right? 4th one is section A1, section B1. Section A?
Philosophy of wantlessness.
Philosophy of wantlessness, okay.
Philosophy of wantlessness is utopian.
Utopian, and then
While materialism is a kind of.
materialism. ये कौन सा टॉपिक है? Let me see how smart you guys are. If I want to categorize this topic, okay, wantlessness is utopian. That means human beings are going to have wants. Okay, we want our laptops, we want our mobile phones, we want our cars, we want to build a house, we want our luxury, we want everything, isn't it? So thinking that we are going to be wantlessness is utopian. Utopian means too ideal, okay. Too ideal world doesn't exist, okay. So this is one spectrum. This is another spectrum, materialism. That means wantlessness is essentially they are asking us to be Buddhas. सब कुछ छोड़ छाड़ के नहीं होगा ना हमसे. Can the society, all the society be Buddhas? Can't. Okay, it's a too ideal society. Materialism, what is materialism? Think of your previous to previous generation, your grandparents or their parents. If they had a watch or a say particular radio or say torch, how many years they used to use it? Almost all of their life, or maybe in their whole life they might have used 2 or 3 watches. How many watches you are using? How many? हर 2 साल में एक हो जाता है, or maybe you might have 10 already, right? How many pair of shoes they used to use and how many pair of shoes you are using now? Talk about your great grandmother and you. So we are slowly becoming a very material society, right? For the luxury of living, right? People used to have single telephone for a whole house. Now everyone has at least 2 phones minimum, one iPad, tablet or pad to side में और एक laptop or computer, right? So these wants are changing, and if you see car and everything else also, people used to buy one car and used to be there for 20 years. Now every 5 years one car change हो रहा है. So we are getting more materialistic because why we are able to do it? Is something wrong with our generation? No, not availability. Economically we are becoming a better country. That point of time poverty was high, so they didn't have the disposable income with them. But now the source of income is widened. People are able to income. There is avenues for income. So want is increasing, right? So that is what is materialism is all about, right? There is a movement going on against this one. This is called minimalism. And what topic it is? Why this topic is asked? Is it if I categorize this topic, is it a history topic, polity, society, economy, science, tech, environment, geography? What topic it is? Where do we categorize it? Environment? Yes, we are we are talking about wantlessness and materialism because it is harming the environment, isn't it? A single, if I give you the data, one single USA person uses, the concept is called carbon footprint, right? We'll talk about this concept as part of environment. Carbon footprint means as a human being how much of carbon you are producing, okay? So one single USA person, if for example say if you look at the, and here we are talking about what, wantlessness and materialism, it is essentially determining what, standard of living, right? In USA poverty is rare, in India poverty is different. For USA the poverty is completely different, udhar bhi poverty hai, but in India there is absolute poverty. That means roti, kapda or makan, the basic necessities people don't have access to at times, that is abject or absolute poverty. But in USA there is relative poverty, that is also seen in India. Relative poverty is what, आपका 30 इंच का टेलीविज़न सेट है, आपका नेबर का 70 इंच का टेलीविज़न है, that is relative poverty, okay? That's what is existing in USA. And because of materialism, too much of materialism, too much of consumption, we are taking out everything from the nature and using it for our luxury. And this essay we can categorize under environment, and here we can use the data. For example, if everyone in the world starts living like a USA citizen, suppose everyone across the world has a standard of living in USA, we will be needing 3 more planets, 3 more earths to sustain that standard of living. Understand my point? So these are the data and report you have to use in here to discuss this. So it is essentially materialism is harming our environment, too much of materialism, but that doesn't mean that we can go back to being cave dwellers and live with minimal things. That's not going to happen either, okay? So how to balance this out? So which one will be the much easier topic to choose out of these 4? Safe topic also. Out of these 4 that we have discussed till now, this one will be the much easier to write also, because after we read environment we have a lot of data or a lot of concepts also, lot of things will be there to create a good answer in here, okay? Any other? Tell me. Hand that rocks the cradle rules the world. Abstract again. And let this kind of topic instantly don't deep dive into, okay? Next topic. What is research but a blind date with knowledge? Interesting topic. Where we will categorize it? Science and tech? Science and tech. So it is a science and technology topic. But what is research but blind date with knowledge? That means, what is the meaning of it? So research is a what? Unventured territory. We don't know, even a scientist or a researcher doesn't know whether it is going to fail or whether he is going to fail or succeed. And when you will attend this essay? Essentially you have to prove that point, that what is research but a blind date with knowledge, okay? That means you have to show, or if you have say 10, 15 good scientist names, okay? And when I am talking about scientist, you can you can think of a scientist also. We are talking about scientists, but scientists also we can diversify them. Some belonging to medicinal profession, okay? Innovators from medicine, innovations during medicine, okay? Or innovators who have invented electricity. So you need to know lot of inventors, okay? Whether it is, so how do you diversify the content? You can give one example, scientist from medicinal background, one from space, one from other, that way you can diversify, and one example you can give. The person who has invented electricity, okay, all that. So in here you need to know the personalities and their failures, at least a brief life summary of them, okay? How many times they have failed to achieve the success, that is the essay is all about. Can be done, but for that you need to know many personalities or scientists, okay? Then History repeats itself first as?
First is a tragedy,
Huh.
second is a farce.
So where do we categorize it? History, polity, society? History. It is a history topic. I think it's a very interesting topic too. But you need to know the history to write about it. Most people don't read world history. See, how do you justify this topic? World War I and II, yes. If you look at World War II, the reason Hitler's rise is essentially because of World War I. Okay. After the end of World War I, what happened? They have signed a treaty with Germany. Germany started it. Okay. They will sign a treaty with Germany, which will be very humiliating for Germany. That will create the conducive environment for the rise of Hitler. Okay. So that history repeated itself. Okay. And if you look at all the wars across the world, it is because of the humiliation. Most of the time, humiliation. Why Bush invaded Iraq? He knew that Osama, he was in search of Osama bin Laden, but he was not there. Okay. So why did he invaded Iraq? Saying that Saddam Hussein was keeping weapons of mass destruction, but there was no mass of weapons of mass destruction was found there. Because Saddam Hussein insulted the senior Bush, and George W. Bush wanted it take the revenge, because he humiliated his father. Okay, small things will catapult into bigger things. Okay. So this is a history essay, and you must have read about world history to write this kind of essay. At least the examples we can take it from there. Okay. Any other essay or anything that you want to discuss?
There are better practices to best
There are better practices to best practices.
practices.
Yeah, there was a which TV had a advertisement saying that better than the best or something, tagline था ना? BPL कुछ TV था क्या? हाँ, the TV brand better than the best or something. So this is a best. There are better practices to best practices. That means you should challenge the status quo all the time. But this is a very abstract. Fodder ज़्यादा नहीं रहेगा आपके पास. So which is the topic we should attempt? Safe topic. Research, blind date with research, because at least some scientist names, their research and all, so you will be able to create or craft an essay. Okay. But this year probably in UPSC history, this was the most difficult topics. We are discussing it today, but if you look at UPSC history essay, this was the most difficult topics ever asked till date. I don't think they can get any more difficult than this. Okay. And whenever a topic looks like philosophy, you have to find or demask the philosophical aspect. Okay. If you are unable to do that, then it becomes a difficulty. Okay. There was a topic it is better to teach a man fishing than to give him a fish. Why is that? That means you should provide the skill set, not exactly provide the food directly. This one was asked that year, economic survey asked about subsidy and all. So from there they have asked. So you have to connect what is the current theme or current society or issues that we are facing, and on that they ask the topic. Okay. So what are the things now you have to do? First, as part of your essay, it can give you highest marks too. Okay. So before framework and all, we have to build the knowledge base. Okay. Environment kya hai? What are the major concepts that is going around that we should be know about? Science and tech, what are the major things that is going on and we should know about? Economy हो गया, geography तो will be doing it anyway. Economy हो गया, economy ये सब पढ़ना है. Okay. We have to read all these things. So this will give a brief idea or base. This is the base on which you have to build things. Understood? So whenever they ask any topic, try to go back to these things. Try to find, is it a historical topic or a political, society, economy, science and tech, categorize it. Once you categorize, you have some fodder material mind में आ जाएगा क्या क्या चल रहा है. At the same time, here what you have to do, you have to find the content, and next question is, can I diversify this essay? Otherwise the essay will look monotonous. Okay, there was an essay, huh? Tell me.
Ships do not sink because water around them.
Ships do not sink because water around them. Ships sink because
Because of water that gets into them.
obviously, right? The ships sink because the water gets into them. ये किसके बारे में हो गया टॉपिक बताओ. So tell me, let's categorize. हिस्ट्री में कोई एग्जाम्पल है क्या? हाँ, मोहम्मद बिन तुगलक.
Sir, like he wanted to do many changes, but because of himself, he could.
True, but some other examples. No. What is the question? Ships sink because holes in them. That means the structure has some loopholes in it. Okay. That means, for example, an empire is there. Empire is falling because there is a gaddar or traitor. We can better relate that one. Hey, koi gaddar? Who? Prithviraj lost it because why? Jai Singh. Babur came because Rana Sanga. Example हो गया 2-3. Okay. So ये तो हो गया medieval examples. Any other examples that we can use? So it is about traitors. Okay. So there is an empire is there and it is falling down because there is a hole in it. Okay. So similarly, so ये तो हो गया history का example. Can we give an example of polity? So international relation, or we also call it geopolitics. Acha, tell me, has any country failed because of its politics? Any country name? It is in a failed state. So is Afghanistan. Sri Lanka is failing now. Okay. So that is also because nobody has forced them to fail. They are failing from within. The loopholes within is making them fail. So history का example हो गया एक दो या 2-3. You can also give some examples from mythology also. Ravan, Vibhishan, but don't go there. Okay, mythology ज़्यादा use नहीं करना है. Okay. Geopolitics हो गया example international relationship का. What else? Society, how a society will fail. Civil war हो रहा है. If you look at Middle East completely, they are fighting with each other because they are unable to coexist together. Tolerance ही नहीं है. So that Middle East, although US and Russia had their own hands, but nonetheless they are fighting with each other. That's why the states are failing. We talked about Iraq. At one point of time it had House of Wisdom, right? अब क्या है वहाँ पे? Completely disastrous now. Okay. Societal examples also you can give. Economic examples, Sri Lanka crisis is going on. Okay. That also because they have created a policy, faulty policy, which eventually pushed their country into depression. Okay. India, ये तो हो गया वर्ल्ड स्केल, ये हिस्ट्री का एग्जाम्पल हो गया. इंडिया, if you look at say modern India, in modern India we'll have a lot of examples. गद्दारी का, ठीक है. ब्रिटिश के साथ दे देंगे भगत सिंह मर जाएगा, ब्रिटिश के साथ दे देंगे यहाँ पे उड़ीसा में जय गुरु मर जाएगा. ओके, बहुत सारे. We have failed as a state, as a nation, because people have been keep betraying. Our people betrayed us. That's the reason why we have been failing and subjugated to a foreign rule for so many years. बहुत सारे examples है. Okay. So these examples you can use. In modern India, we will find a lot of examples. Okay, lot of examples. They capture Bhagat Singh, they capture others also by inputs from Indians only. Otherwise, think about how come 20 to 30,000 Britishers will come and terrorized 23 crore Indian. That point of time our population was 23 crore. Okay. How come they can terrorize such a big nation? 23,000 people terrorized 23 crore nation with a 23 crore people. Because our people kept betraying us. Okay. So, lot of examples are there in modern India that we can use. Okay. Any other topic? So, the essence of that essay is, it is it is okay if, see, this is a hypothetical ship, hypothetical, right? There is water around it. That means the water is essentially makes the ship sink also, end of the day. So, think of it as enemy. But this enemy we already know. For example, Pakistan, we know that it is one of India's enemy. So, that is fine. But if there is an enemy within the boat and he has dug up a hole, जिसको हम दोस्त समझ रहे हैं वो गद्दार निकला, enemy निकला, so that will be the most disastrous. In fact, all of the empires fail because of this only. Man Singh we have talked about, right? Man Singh joined Akbar and he eventually won over Ranthambore and all, Chittor and all, okay, because he knew the tactics of Rajput fights and he himself was a Rajput. So, भेंट में दे देगा अकबर को, right? These examples we can use. So, that is the idea of it, It is okay to know the enemy, but if there is enemy within us acting as a friend or masking as a friend, that is what is going to make us fail, okay? Tell me, next topic.
Mindful manifesto is the catalyst to a tranquil self.
हाँ, ये टॉपिक ना पूरा ट्रैंकुलाइजर लेके बैठ जाना है इसके ऊपर, ठीक है? टेल मी द टॉपिक, इंटरेस्टिंग वन है, टेल मी. माइंडफुल मैनिफेस्टो is a catalyst
To a tranquil self.
that means you should not be rattled within. There is a famous Australian prisoner, he was in the prison but he was never unhappy. Do you know why? The moment you start controlling how you feel, the moment you become powerful. If any external factor is controlling your, that is in ethics, in ethics a lot of interesting things are there. What we call emotional intelligence as well, okay. See, everybody has emotions, but as a civil servant you should be able to gauge others' emotion and act upon it intelligently. That is what use of, see, emotion, people think that for most of the time if you look at governance and policy, they have kept emotion out of purview of governance, but now they are bringing it in the form of emotional intelligence, okay. Suppose a mob of 200 people are there in front of you, you are unable to gauge their mood, their needs, क्या होगा? आप कितने भी बड़े ऑफिसर हो, a mob is a mob, it doesn't have a face. You can put say 10 people in jail, you can deploy force, no doubt. But मुश्किल हो जाएगा if you are unable to gauge their nerve and calm them down, okay. So, and that topic is about, we can use the idea of emotional intelligence in that. What else? Tranquil self. Mindful manifesto is catalyst to tranquil self, tranquility. That means a man is at peace, isn't it? Tranquility means what? Calm, collected. So you are not rattled. कुछ भी हो जाए, you are not rattled, okay. The basic part of a civil service, when you become one, you will be facing many challenges, okay. So if you are rattled within, you are unable to handle yourself, then how will you handle such a huge office? So comes, you have to build yourself, you have to understand, and the concept I forgot to tell you, what we call the locus standi. What is locus standi? In ethics we will use this term, okay. Locus standi is the point of control. When the locus standi is within you, you are controlling yourself. I told you the example Australian prisoner, I will tell you the name also. He was put in a solitary confinement. Solitary confinement, you know, right? He used to stay alone in a dark room. He was put in a solitary confinement. Still he was, the happiest one. Do you know why? He wrote a book, and he after he came out of the prison, it was a bestseller. He had a lot of money by that time, when he came out of the, because everyone wanted to know how come he is happy in here. He is living in hell, still he is happy. Because he never let the circumstances control him. Understood? That means his locus standi, the point of control was within him. See, everything hell or heaven is there in your mind, isn't it? You can make heaven of hell and hell of heaven. How do you control your mind? How do you control your emotions? So that is what it's all about. Okay. But this essay topic you should not attempt if you haven't read a lot of things. Okay. Otherwise, backfire हो जाएगा. Okay. Then, this topic is difficult. Okay. Polity topic, tell me.
There can be no social justice without economic prosperity.
हाँ, ये ऐसे टॉपिक we gave that here and it came also. Okay.
But economic prosperity without social justice is meaningless.
हाँ. So how do we begin this topic? So it is asking about, this is a very interesting topic and they might ask also. It's talking about what?
This question is there in CS also.
Huh. What is the topic? There is no economic
No social justice without economic prosperity.
prosperity.
But economic prosperity without social justice is meaningless.
Okay. Two important terms, right? First one is saying we have economic prosperity, but there is no social justice. What is the meaning of it? How do you begin with it? When we read about polity, we have something called preamble. In preamble, we are declaring that we want a nation which is what? We are giving not only political justice but economic justice as well as social justice. Okay. So this is a polity related essay, right? So how do you go about it? Not only polity, it's talking about 2-3 things. Socio-politic, economics. Okay. So economic prosperity है, social justice नहीं है. Social justice means what? What is the meaning of social justice? Status in society, equality in society. Okay. So how do you go about it? What is the example you can give here? Economic prosperity and social justice. What is social injustice? When we say there is no social justice, negate it. So what is social injustice? What are the injustices that we see in India? बाहर मत जाओ, यहाँ पे देखो क्या है? What is the evil parts or ill parts of our society? Tell me. Huh? Caste, not caste. See, casteism. Caste in itself is not going to harm you. Casteism, when you use caste to discriminate others, that is what is called casteism. Okay. Casteism. Then in society, what are the bad things we see? That is what is all about social injustice, right? Or not right with India. We have had more than 75 years of independence. Still, what are the things we see? In social part, don't go economic and don't write poverty now. हाँ, gender issues. इसका और क्या हो गया? Example, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ. That means we as a society killing our girl child, isn't it? So the concept you can use is female infanticide, right? Female infanticide, ये एक issue हो गया. Then violence against women, gender issue में 2-3 है. Violence against women is on the rise. ये तो हो गया gender part का. Caste part. Next, do we see child labor in our society? Yes. Do we see alcoholism in our society? Do we see drug addiction in our society? Urta Punjab movie. Punjab whole generation is lost to drugs. I told you, right, that particular village is there, village of widows. Every male in the house is dead. Makbulpura. Drugs खा के. Whole village. Okay. So we can talk about drug addiction. We can talk about alcoholism. In fact, There has been news in Odisha, some women in rural villages, whenever they used to open up a wine shop and all, the rural women will go and blast that wine shop, okay, ravage that wine shop. It happened in Odisha, many parts actually in Odisha, okay. And they will call up the police also, but police will not go there at all. तोड़ रहे हैं, तोड़ने तो बाद में हम जा रहे हैं, ठीक है, because police, see, for government it is revenue, no doubt. But still it's a good thing to do, so sometimes you can keep silent and do nothing about it when justice is taking place. Alcoholism, yes, alcoholism might not affect urbanites on a day-to-day basis, but it is very evident in rural area. शाम हो गया, दारू पी के बैठ जाते हैं, काम कुछ नहीं है, okay, and then go and abuse their women and all those things, okay, these things are happening. Reality of life ये हो गया है, okay. So it is changing our rural India landscape. The way rural India used to have, that has been changing because of alcoholism, extreme alcoholism. Okay, drug addiction हो गया. Many people are is there. Then what else? What are the social evils we see? Child labor हो गया. Huh? Yes, corruption. Corruption हो गया. All the issues. Now you have a wider aspect, you can write a lot of things here. So we have economic prosperity. India as a country, economically it is growing, but yet we are yet to remove the fundamental issues from our society. We are yet to get rid of caste regime, we are yet to get rid of child labor, gender issues and all that, okay. And apart from that, so ये तो हो गया injustice part. Justice part, we are unable to, as a, although we are 75 years plus democracy, 75 years हो गया क्या इंडिपेंडेंस का? हाँ, अमृत महोत्सव ना, ओके, आज़ादी का अमृत महोत्सव. Till now, people, we are unable to provide our people with the basic necessities. Many people don't have houses. So roti kapda makan ab tak nahi de pa rahe hain. That's the basic necessity. We are unable to provide as a independent democratic country. So what's the point of democracy if we are unable to do that? Okay. So that issue you can talk about here. Social justice, these are only few dimensions, other things you can discuss. Okay. So there is no point of thumping our chest saying that we are growing at say 9% or 10% as far as our economy is concerned, if these things are prevailing. Okay. Now next part is what is the next part? There is no meaning of economic prosperity if there is no social justice, and
Economic prosperity without social justice is meaningless.
okay, ये तो हो गया meaningless, ये सब दिखा दिए हम, so meaningless. Then
This is the second part.
first part,
There can be no social justice without economic prosperity.
हाँ, there can be no social justice without economic prosperity.
This is the first part.
First part, okay. And in here also, when we are talking about social justice, we can use human development index concepts. Okay, we can show how come a state like Kerala has a more than 90% literacy, has a better health and education system, whereas state like Bihar is lagging everywhere. Okay, so the disparity within the India also we can show. And it is saying that we cannot have social justice without economic prosperity. It's true. पैसा नहीं होगा, then how come the government will provide for these things? How come the government will give them? Another part is free legal aid also. If people have, if they cannot afford a lawyer, in our constitution we have declared that we will provide free legal aid. Okay. So if you don't have an advocate, one advocate will be appointed on behalf of you. In fact, Kasab को हमने पकड़े थे. Government has appointed a lawyer for him also because that's the right thing to do. Okay, as a democracy, that's how we go about things. Okay, फांसी चढ़ाएंगे लेकिन प्रोसीजर में जाके चढ़ाएंगे, फटाक से गोली नहीं मार देंगे, तुम्हें रखेंगे, खाना पीना देंगे, इंटरव्यू लेंगे, सब करेंगे, but with procedures. Okay, that is the beauty of democracy. Okay, free legal aid, a lot of things. Social justice have multiple dimensions. And to achieve social justice, the government has to have money. If the government doesn't have the money, how come it can provide or fight these things? Not going to happen. Okay. Okay. Any other topic? Able to understand? Looks difficult? No. You can write an essay. Huh? Okay. What essay you will write? Let me see what you write. How how is your literary skill? Which topic you want to write? On which topic? Corruption? या कौन सी टॉपिक में लिखना चाहते हैं? Poverty? Poverty. See, when you want to write about a topic, do some research. This is the age of Google. पढ़ो उसके बारे में thoroughly. Okay? उसके बारे में पढ़ो, 4-5 आर्टिकल पढ़ो, फिर take out some pointers out of those articles and then create a framework and write. Okay? essay has its learning curve. ये एक दिन में नहीं होगा. Takes time. Okay? So how do you, what topic will give you? हाँ? हाँ, वो टॉपिक नहीं पूछेंगे मुझे. हाँ, पॉवर्टी, गरीबी अच्छा है. World Bank's report have been, has been a cause of issue. उसका ease of doing business report. Okay, we'll talk about that anyway. Topic क्या देंगे आपको? I am thinking of an easy topic. साइंस एंड टेक का टॉपिक देंगे. आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस. They might ask this question also. There, UPSC did they ask? UPSC. Wait, I'll give you a topic. There is a topic now, life is a long journey between being human and human being. What is there you have to write? ये लिखोगे एथिक्स वाला. एबिलिटी कैन टेक यू टू द टॉप, कैरेक्टर विल कीप यू देयर. सम इजी टॉपिक विल गिव. इसके बारे में लिखो. सस्टेनेबल. नो यू हैवंट रेड अबाउट इट ना. The diversity of India, write down. The diversity of India. The diversity of India is its strength as well as weakness. लिख सकते हो. Let's see what you are writing. कुछ भी लिखो, garbage लिखो, but write. Okay, doesn't matter. Okay, nobody became expert in a day. The diversity of India, is it, what is the topic? The diversity of India, it is, हाँ लिखो इसके बारे में. Okay, this concept we can use in many limit word. Write in say 2000 word, okay. 2000 word means how many pages? 150, so maybe 6, 7, 10 pages, okay. 10, 12 pages. Write in 2000 word. I am giving you the liberty. In UPSC you have to write each essay in 1200 words, in OPSC 3000, okay. And it's doable, it's not an issue, okay, easily doable. But we haven't read these things. Now once we read these things, it becomes much easier, okay. लिखो इसके बारे में 2000 वर्ड्स में लिखो, ओके, और एटलीस्ट 1000 वर्ड्स, राइट इन 1000 वर्ड्स, ओके. 2000 तो बहुत ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, 1000 वर्ड्स, हाँ 1200 वर्ड्स, हाँ नो 2000 words they are saying, they are writing in the paper. UPSC you have to write 2 essays. Section A, Section B, 8 topics will be there. You have to choose one and each essay is 125 marks and you have to write in 1200 words, 1000 to 1200 words. In OPSC 6 topics will be there, you have to choose one topic and you have 3 hours, so you will write say 3000 words, 2500, 3000 words, okay. Who? In UPSC? OPSC you can write, you have the free hand, time ज़्यादा होगा, ठीक है. UPSC they will give you mark, within that only you have to write. So write in 1000 words at least, okay, 1000 to 1500 words. When you will submit? Tomorrow or day after? Take one day to research and one day to write, okay. But write down, okay. Once you write, I will know ki what are the issues you are facing, how you know, what are the things happening, okay. Tomorrow will start, huh? Sorry? Write in your copy itself, not an issue. You can write in a sheet or copy anything, okay.